You're lying in bed and the shadow is stood looking at you again. It looks down at you and you can see a smile stretch across its darkened face. I have a gift for you, Flint. This was not easy to get, but I'm sure it's one you will like. Slowly, it reaches a hand over you and places it against your chest. The heat seems bearable at first, but it quickly starts to increase. More and more. It turns from burning to searing.
Am I actually able to move?
You are locked in place still.
Okay.
The most you can move is your eyes. You can't utter sound, you are simply trapped, experiencing this pain. As you look down, you see your clothing start to burn away at your chest that you were wearing. And underneath you see your skin start to char as a symbol starts to appear in it. Then the hand pulls away.
What did you do?
You know, every decision we make, it has consequences. You feel your eyes starting to grow heavy. The pain is still there, but it seems to be dragging you under. Every decision. The room starts to disappear, and you find yourself instead in the church. Your arm is raised, and you're looking down on the crowds. And there's a little tiefling girl with a knife to her throat. You feel the energy welling up in you again. This time, however, you let it go. From your hand, energy springs forth, hitting every member of the cult, pushing them back. The girl looks around, scared, and looks up to the source. The energy comes again, and you fire again. Again, hitting every single one of them, and she runs through a side door. You now face down the cultists, all of you together. You fight as the majority flee. One by one they fall, and you're left in a church, bodies strewn about. You go searching for the girl and you find her hidden in a room. She tells you of monsters in the basement, of the horrors of torture, the darkness of being scared. You take her away, you hide her at the guild. You return at the night, still find bodies there. Following her words, you find a teleporter in the side room. Taking it, you find yourself back down in the dungeon. The image shifts to later on, you're returning. You report what you found to the guild, about the horrors that were down there. The guildmaster, horrified about what he hears, immediately calls on other guild members to go to the church and to stop any others from entering there. The girl clings to you, and the image fades again. The image comes back yet again. This time, more time has passed. Briefly catch a reflection of yourself in the mirror. You seem older. Maybe a year or two have passed. You're talking to someone. As you turn to them, the little tiefling girl walks into your room. She's smiling, she's happy. She gives you a hug, and then offers you a drawing, saying she drew it for you. You thank her, you hug her back, and she calls you father. The image fades. Quicker this time, more images appear, little moments. Little moments that you spend with her. giving her a piggyback, shopping with her, smiling, laughing. Steadily, step by step, you both grow older. The last image fades. She seems to be in her 20s. She's with you in one of the spires. You're both just taking down a large beast. She smiles up to you looking for approval, and you smile back. You hug her and congratulate her. And as you hold her, the image fades. And the room around you comes back into focus. A little glift, a little glimpse of what could have been.
That was not Krun.
Ah, Flinty boy. Enjoy my gift. And with that, he steps back into the corner of the room and he fades, melding into the shadow of the corner and disappears. The pain drags you back under and you fall asleep.
Oh, 3, 1.
You now have the message cantrip. And once per long rest, see what exactly is this? When you are hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to channel the spirits, letting voices howl through you. If the attacker isn't deafened, you add your proficiency bonus to your AC against an attack. You regain the use at the end of the long rest.
Hmm.
Be careful about rolling that ones.
Is there any way I can add that? Because at the moment it won't let me add.
You have to add it as a custom thing later.
Okay.
The night passes. I'd say Finian is going to be the first to wake up, given he doesn't sleep as long. When he does so, he immediately goes straight to Nargrax and starts pushing on him.
Oh, yes, Finian. What is it?
Yeah. Something's wrong with Flint.
What's wrong with Flint, Finian?
Finian simply runs over to Flint's side.
Nagrax will follow.
You go over, you see Flint in bed. He's on his back, one arm above his head, one lower. And his chest, the clothing seems to have burnt away. And there is now a brand on his chest.
Nagrax, seeing this, will go to Flint. Flint, wake up! Are you okay?
Does it wake me?
It does, yeah.
Alright. It's like, oh. Such vivid dreams.
Flint, what on earth has happened to you? Where did you get that brand?
Oh. A demon must have visited in the night again. Showed me what could have been if we saved the girl.
Nagrax is currently lost for words and looks absolutely horrified by this.
I'll just give you a little visual for the brand, sorry.
Okay.
I'm just going to hold that up there. You can see it.
The stickman praising the sun.
Okay, with Nagrax seeing this brand, can you roll religion to see whether he recognises it now he's got something visible to kind of...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Going to give guidance on this as well, so be an extra D4. Oh, really? Starting strong. With a 10.
Okay, with a 10. It seems to be something regarding a soul. It's about as much as you can glean.
Right. Nagrax will inspect and then say to Flint, it seems to be something regarding a soul.
Just like tracing my fingers over it. Mine or somebody else's.
I don't know. Listen, I was going to go to the library today anyway. Maybe I could find something while I'm there. In fact, Nagrax reaches for some... Is there any parchment and ink on their desk in our room?
Flint will have a load anyway.
Yeah, in that case, he'll say, Flint, could I please have some of your parchment and ink? I need to make I need to draw this glyph, present it to some people. I need to find out what this is. We don't have much time left from the looks of it. Whatever this
Like
thing
this.
is, it seems to be getting worse.
I just hand it over to him.
Okay, Nagrax will take the piece of paper and he's actually going to leave the room. In fact, what time is it?
It's early morning.
Okay, Nagrax is just going to burst out the room and just go downstairs at a hurried pace. I don't know if any of you guys want to do anything before going back to him.
I would like to change my shirt and just get dressed.
I assume you have more clothes?
Do I?
What's on your equipment?
Probably not then.
You've all been living like scruffy beggars.
Yeah, pretty much. Does it surprise you though?
No.
No, apparently I'm not even wearing clothes, so...
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
you've been nude the entire
Yeah.
time. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And no one pointed this out?
It's like the Emperor
Yeah,
has no clothes.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll put on my Hat of Illusion to make it look like I'm wearing actual clothes. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna burn one of those 2-a-day slots just to cover your modesty. I mean, most guys just use a plan, but
I don't want to put Simeon to shame. Don't want to make him jealous.
Finian at this point will also wake Simeon up, given he's the only one
Yeah.
who wasn't up.
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry, morning.
why the sudden wake? Did I sleep in?
Flint's had an incident in the night.
You woke me for this? Tell him to change the sheets. I'll just turn over.
Finian shrugs and walks away. Okay then, so Nagrax, you've already left, have you?
Nagrax is actually going to go to the front desk to see if Cerna or if any of the other staff are around, yeah?
I'll say when you get down there, Cerna's kind of in a half doze.
Just sleep at a desk.
Yeah, Nagrax, he won't say it abruptly, but he just goes, Cerna, are you awake?
Quickly sip some coffee. Yes. How can I help?
Sorry to wake you so early. Listen, do you happen to know if the library is open yet?
What time would it be? She kind of just peers out the door, looking where the sun is. Yeah, it should be open around about now. Rough estimate is about 8 to 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, sir. I just need to go and read up on a couple of things. Once again, very helpful. Thank you. I'll speak to you later.
No, Grax, what about breakfast?
Nagrax is just going to leave.
A second breakfast. Sorry, it was a soft pitch. I had.
Okay then. Once you leave, roll perception as you leave.
Okay, one moment. God's sake. Okay, 9. I'm probably not going to see anything.
No, you actually see the guildmaster down the street, briefly. He's in the opposite direction from what you need to head.
Is he walking back towards the guild?
Yes, he is.
How far away is he? Is he far enough that it's going to take a significant amount of time, or is he literally just down the street?
Down street.
I think Nagrax would probably just wait by the door of the guild for him. And just kind of like step back inside, just wait for him to approach.
I would probably see what the rush is with Nograx. Come outside.
He approaches down the street quite slowly. He looks a bit haggard, quite tired. But as he gets close, he kind of looks up at you and he kind of gives a weary smile. Ah, excellent. I need to speak to you all.
Yes. Does it have to be... Sorry, I mean no disrespect. Does it have to be right now, or can it wait till later?
Now would probably be better.
Okay, fair enough. It looks like you've been
I'll only take 5 minutes.
quite the ordeal. Yes, please, by all means, lead on.
He leads inside and he stops partway. Would you go and get the other two?
Yes.
Then
yes,
he goes to
of
his
course.
office.
Okay, Nagrax will walk back in and he will address the other two guys. Just to come to the Guildmaster's office.
Is breakfast ready? Take that as a no. I'll begrudgingly get up and come downstairs.
Binion follows. Okay, so do you all go straight to the Guildmaster's office?
Nagrax, so yeah.
Okay then.
I'll
step
look
behind.
longingly at the bar as I go.
A mug comes flying at you. Make a dex check. Dex save. Make it. You catch a horseman here.
Shoot a finger gun and walk away with
Barkeep does right back. Yeah, right, lad.
it.
Right, so you pile into the office, and he's sat behind his desk and quite really weary. He looks up at you. Okay, sorry I was meant to be back last night, but been a bit of an ordeal trying to deal with some of the people in charge of the town. They are not too pleased about you at all.
I believe that one of them came to the guild asking for us.
Yes.
My understanding is that there are actually those within the order who don't exactly condone the practices of the individuals that we saw, but but they are aggrieved at our accusations without hard evidence, I assume.
There hasn't been any evidence whatsoever.
Or any evidence, I suppose, for that matter, other than the
The
books. that we
town
brought.
guard went to investigate the church. The well you mentioned was just a well. When they reached the bottom, there was just dirt and coin.
I suppose that is to be expected, unfortunately.
Can I
We did.
tell them about the little side portal that I saw in my dream?
What? Wait, what side portal, Flint? We never saw a side
Well,
portal.
A dream I had last night.
Hmm.
I assume that
Specifically in the dream, what you saw was a circular stone pillar, which you used to port in. It was in the side room in a bedroom.
Still in the church?
Yes.
I would like to describe that to the guildmaster
Okay.
in as much detail as possible so I can make it believable.
Okay. There was something like that. I went with the first guards initially myself, just in case. But that seemed to not actually be active.
Yeah.
If it connected to somewhere, the magic had been severed. The town guard are not happy with the fact that you've had them for this investigation to begin, a lot of heat from the church. The city's council has also been getting a lot of heat from the church, and a lot of the members there are staunch members of the church. They frankly want you arrested. They want to know how you got into the spire, why you were throwing these accusations.
I'm sorry, but I have to interject. Have they not seen the executions in town? Have they not seen people being cut down? Yes, there was no evidence of this particular transgression, but it's been on display for everyone to see. Why are they not doing anything about it? I don't mean any disrespect, but it's blatant.
A lot of people have problems with demons, and frankly, they see this as a good thing.
I have a question, Guildmaster.
Yes?
What are we being accused of?
Spreading lies against the church.
How? But we have told no one of this.
That there was an investigation, and the report that I handed over.
You mentioned this by name?
It mentioned the Hammerhands.
The report was by an eyewitness, Frank.
Frank is
Totally
not
independent. Yeah.
You do realize, of course, that once the demons are wiped out, there will be another persecuted. When we went to the hospital the other day after an unfortunate incident with someone we were escorting, they seemed to be harassing elves for having pointy ears. I know you don't agree, or I hope you don't agree. I suppose I can't assume your beliefs. But you must know that if the town guards don't impose order, whether they agree with it or no, others will be persecuted. They will make excuses, they will make contrivances, but it will never change.
I know. Look, the long and short of it is I'm going to need you guys to disappear for a bit. Just once this blows down, I've been having a word with the town guard, and there's something that you might be able to do for them to get them off your back.
I'm disappointed, but I can't say that this is unexpected. Not your fault, of course.
You're aware of the Sapphire Ones, I trust. One of your earlier tasks here regarding them. One of them made a Hydra appear outside a few days ago.
Oh.
I see.
There's been a shipment of them coming in. Some people have been selling them illegally, and I've managed to arrange it with the town guard that if you can deal with this problem, they're not going to arrest you.
I assume that you argued on our behalf to broker this deal.
Of course.
And I appreciate that. I'm sorry for my outburst. I'm still quite new to the ways of the world. I lived quite a sheltered life before coming to Kron, but if that's what we've got to do to earn a reprieve and to prevent further trouble to yourself, then I accept. But I can't speak for my compatriots.
Guildmaster, I feel shame. I had my suspicions of you, and when our information got out, but I can see now that you're a good man, and you're looking out for us, and I'm sorry. I will do what you ask.
It's fine. It's not a good situation, and honestly, it's not an easy one to get a solution to. If there was some concrete proof that we had, this would be a very different scenario.
We regret dragging you into this, but I do not regret what we have done, and I would do it again.
There definitely weren't any witnesses that you left, were there? No one that could have testified on your behalf?
No.
On our behalf? No.
I've been mulling something over. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to make a proposal.
Go ahead.
Does the guild possess any magic items?
One or two.
Anything that can read thoughts?
No, I'm afraid not. Near enough everything that we have is based around being able to hit things harder, really.
I would assume so. We did
I
see,
perk up at that.
we saw, we witnessed, how can I put this? We know of the man who murdered the tiefling child, and we know that the church has questions. If we were able to procure an item that would allow for us to read the mind of this individual, they actually committed the act. They took the knife and they slit the girl's throat. They had Valen at their side, encouraging them. If we could get our hands on that individual and the item, it would be as if they were witnessing the act themselves firsthand.
I have to think to see if there's anything like that. Unless you already know something.
I have an idea, yes. But I could probably do with... I'm not sure how much such a thing would cost. I would probably have to go looking for it.
Very well. Alright. Well, I've managed to glean some information on the ones that might be useful to you. They seem to be getting sold from a small tavern. There's someone there that seems to be selling them. The Hobgoblin's Hyenas.
Okay. Unusual name?
I don't name these things. It's normally the late at night, the cellar, from what I've heard. There's also to the east road. There's been ambushes recently. We believe it's by the same group, though we're not certain. Either of those could be potential leads you could follow. But they both only seem to be operating at night. Is there anything else you would like to know?
Do you have any way to get us out of the guild without being seen? Can't exactly walk out of the front door these days.
I'd say I'd teleport you, but my highest spells have all been used up. It's why I walk back. Could simply go through the back alley, I suppose.
Don't worry. I can be as quiet and swift as a cat when need be. Get up and loudly clank my armor.
Yes. If you don't mind, I need to rest my eyes for a bit.
Of course. Thank you for not raking us over the coals.
What you did was the right thing. It's just a shame it ended up the way it did.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'll get up to leave.
You're good lads. You can see his eyes drooping as you leave.
Nigrex will stop at the doorway, by the way.
Okay.
And he'll just say, I'm sorry for raising my voice. I know it's not your fault.
It's fine, lad. Don't worry. It's trying time.
I'll lean over to Flint like, that was his raised voice?
Okay, and with that, Nigrex will leave.
Okay then. So, you now know that there's potential avenues that you can take late at night, but it's currently early morning. So, what do you all do?